Obaseki to suppress all forms of passive opposition, and his determination that no credible opposition emerges in the forthcoming primaries, elected council officials are indefinitely removed from office with impunity. In the light of the foregoing, it has become obvious that Mr. Obaseki has become a liability to the All Progressive Congress. We can no longer fold our arms and watch him drag our collective political fortunes into the abyss in his desperate bid to destroy the party. The only option is to protect the interests of all stakeholders who have labored assiduously to build up this party. Consequently, we hereby pass a vote of no confidence on Mr. Godwin Obaseki and his leadership team, comprising of Honorable Philip Shuaibu, the Deputy Governor, and Osaro Deodi, the Secretary to the State Government, and are hereby suspended from the party.
Governor Ifeanyi Okowa, while inaugurating the medical facility, emphasized on the need for oil companies to keep the people in their areas of operation healthy, as the state government had put in place measures to curtail the COVID-19 pandemic in the state. Governor Okowa, who applauded the donors of the medical infrastructure for their initiative and commitment towards containing the coronavirus, said that the gesture will help in mitigating the spread of the virus. The governor harped on the need for more test kits to be provided across the country for quick identification of coronavirus patients and their isolation, while contact tracing will be carried out to checkmate the spread of the disease. He commended the NNPC and its joint venture partners for working to establish health facilities in the state, and appealed to the management of NNPC not to consider moving the Nigeria Gas Company from the state.
So we are happy that the oil industry is also coming in at the time of challenge this nation. I want to appreciate you as the managing director for being able to put up the various oil companies from the support of not just the oil producing states, but the support of the entire nation.
Speaking at the event, the Minister for State Petroleum, Chief Timipriye Silva, represented by Garba Mohammed, said the negative impact of the coronavirus pandemic on the nation's economy is huge, emphasizing the need for the utilization of the Joint Venture Intervention Fund. The Group Managing Director of NNPC, Mr. Melek Yari, had in his speech thanked Governor Okowa for the proactive steps taken by his administration to contain the spread of coronavirus in the state, adding that the provision of the temporary isolation center was due to the urgent medical challenges posed by the coronavirus. Mr. Akiari disclosed that 21 billion naira was set aside to support the fight against COVID-19 by the oil firm, adding that the NNPC will build a permanent diagnostic center in Delta State. An address read by the Deputy Manager, Social Project, Mr. Chinedu Ajabo, the Managing Director of Nigeria Ajib Oil Company, Mr. Lorenzo Fiorillo, noted that defeating COVID-19 scourge at this critical moment calls for concerted and sustainable efforts through collaboration between government and the private sector.
The world is currently passing through a period of severe medical challenge occasioned by a pandemic that has claimed several lives at the moment and still threatening to claim more even today. Globally, COVID-19 has put a lot of strain on healthcare facilities, personnel, and the economy.
The intervention initiative is in alignment with the ongoing federal government effort to curb the pandemic through the Presidential Task Force on COVID-19.
This is a temporary isolation center in this very beautiful stadium. It tells us that this is a very temporary situation. We don't want to see this. This should go away. This is here because we have a challenge. We have a medical challenge in our communities and in our country and in the whole world. And it's the hope of all of us that this should go away as quickly as is possible so that normalcy can come back to all communities.
The inauguration of the temporary isolation center and treatment center at the Stephen Keshi Stadium, Asaba, brings the number of holding and treatment centers for the COVID-19 cases in the state to 6.